Good evening, and welcome back to the world of Jord. We have missed you tremendously.
Mhm.
I, of course, am your game master, Ryan, and returning to this wondrous world of mystery, thrills, chills, death, romance, and drama are our wonderful players. Starting us off, of course, is Aaron
Hi.
playing I would just say the
Careful.
gentle giant, the fist of the north, Nori.
Hmm. Yeah. Just
Next, of course, is our art, our heart, and our fart, Rick, playing a returning character of Astrid. We'll get into that in a bit.
oh
Oh
my
yeah.
god. So many tears.
So many tears. Next up is a distinguished gentleman, a man who has not only returned to his city, reclaimed his family's honor and name and wealth, and yes, even burned down an entire factory because fuck capitalism. It is Malachi playing the quintessential Quinn, hero of the people. Next, of course, is not to be mistaken, mistook, or overlooked, is our wonderful Mary, playing a kind, innocent, completely gentile, never once stabbed a person in the shin, knee, or groin.
Never even touched a
No.
knife. Don't even know what a knife is.
What is a kniff? What is a
Dagger? I
kniff?
barely know one.
Excuse me, it's pronounced Knife.
Kniff.
The little
And
accent of the E.
yeah, that is the perfect one because this person who would remind me to do my due diligence before seeing a donkey that isn't a unicorn, but is it a unicorn? No, it can't be. Everyone thinks it's just a donkey. It's not a donkey. Piku playing the princess who will soon be returning to the shit show of her kingdom, Ali Kirara.
Yay.
And yes, I will continue to mispronounce the name because fuck you.
It's it's got its own problems like everywhere else.
Mhm.
This is true.
We're gonna get there and it's gonna be like, and nothing can go wrong.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Uh,
Oh no,
no, it's like, oh, it's war. Okay, moving on. So, when we last left our band of intrepid adventurers, not only did they save the St. Clouds from being utterly destroyed, not only did they also destroy the St. Cloud factory, which was producing the necromantic ooze, as well as the remains of a makeshift aether engine, which is currently being toyed with by our resident warlock Quinn.
Jesus.
But our heroes have yet another destination, Slavania, the dark sealed kingdom to the east. They were planning to take a boat there. Of course, we're going to do a little bit of a retcon for that one because at the very last moment, right before we left, a long dead friend returned to the land of the living. We return our players now to this wonderful moment. As you're all getting ready to go to the docks to find a ship to get you to Slovenia, a great black portal formed out of the air. A swirling miasma of dark energies.
Not a miasma.
A miasma.
It ain't easy
Or
being
asthma.
I have asthma. My asthma.
Your
Okay.
asthma.
Come on.
No, my asthma.
I love how the
asthma.
first thing we do when we come back is
I
just
know.
not let him have his suspenseful moment.
Oh, I mean, we all
I've-
do that from time to time, I think.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Welcome back.
Sorry.
Continue.
Welcome
Sorry.
back. Yay, please continue.
Hey.
We introduced our Ryan introduced us. Can we get a round of applause for a wonderful DM? I'll give him a hand.
Bravo.
Thank you, thank you. So, the dark portal opens, and God, I feel like being an asshole. Just saying a boot kicks this person out, but I'm not going to. That's not the vibe.
It'd be so funny though.
And outstepping from the swirling portal of the abyss is a face that some may have forgotten. A exceptionally large hat, horns, glasses, having been returned by a absconding entropy. Is like, okay, thanks, bye. And just- Astrid has returned. You may go now.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last bit. Give me one second, just because it's been a while. I just want to check.
Are you trying to remember how to do Astrid's voice? You just did.
Are we checking
Oh,
the audio?
no. Sorry. So my mic comes in different from you guys, so it's really hard to
Oh.
balance the audio. And it's been a
Oh,
while
you're checking
since
the-
we streamed, so I wanted to make sure before we got balls deep into this thing, I can say that because this is intended for mature audiences. That our audio is okay. So in chat, if
Heyo.
it's bad, let me know. Otherwise, sorry.
Nah, these balls are good.
Our balls are nice.
They got
and
good
deep.
balls.
They're good balls.
Good. Sorry. So where were we?
Astrid returned.
You're alive.
Yes. She is a little different. I guess. So she is not wearing the outfit that she died in. She actually looks a little bit more polished. Her hair has like purple and blue streaks in it now instead of just black, and it's like pinned back with a bow.
Oh my god, she did.
But she's like kind of like she takes her hat off and she's kind of like fiddling with it. And like just in general, she looks a bit more like put together. And then one thing that is a bit more noticeable is she's not wearing shoes because she doesn't like her feet are now like you remember that 1990s classic cartoon Gargoyles?
Yes.
She has
I do.
gargoyles feet.
What the
Like
fuck?
the four little toes and like the dew claws that she got like little like dino feet, and she's got like little like black wraps and they like tie with a bow like at like where the ankle would, but she's got like the weird like so she's kind of just like holding her hat and like her tail like wraps around her legs. Hi.
I told all of you she wasn't dead.
You just like if we're all standing like in a line or whatever in a group, like all y'all get shoved to the side, like y'all all get just shoved, and then you just do, and Nori is just running and scoops Astrid up in the biggest bear hug, and immediately bursts into tears.
I'm sorry.
I really happy birthday, and then you were breathing, and I
I'm not breathing right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. And she like.
Okay. That's better. Thank you. I'm sorry. I tried I tried so many fucking times to fucking reach you guys, and it wouldn't work. I sacrificed so many birds.
Okay,
Oh.
So many different types of birds.
okay. I don't give a fuck about the birds.
They were paper. No, my paper
Okay.
birds.
Okay.
It's just like every time they left the tower, they would basically just like shrivel out of existence. It was really weird. I actually got bored for about a like 2-week period, and I just was sending them and trying to study the ways that they were disintegrating. I had a lot of. How long has it been? How long was I dead?
It's so long. I haven't been keeping track.
Okay.
Good days blurred.
She's
into
gonna
other-
like look around. I assume she's like did Nori let go of her, or
Yeah,
did
Nori put her
she
down.
just
Yeah,
like
Nori put her down. But like Nori's also like not really like is like kind of like
It's-
brushing her shoulders, like basically like doing like
okay,
like,
so I wasn't sure like if she was still like okay, so she's so Nori while this is going, Asher like looks around towards like the other ones. She's like, time frame, like quantity.
Long enough to blow up another town.
Wait,
That means nothing. That means nothing.
How long has it been actually?
Yeah, how long has it been?
Above table. How long?
Yeah, because we've blown up
It's
2
been
towns.
84 years.
84 years.
Technically, she's been gone a month.
Oh,
It felt like a lifetime.
I mean, to Nori it basically was.
Right, well, I'll adjust it slightly. It's about 2 months, like a month and a half. Y'all have had a lot of shit happen.
Damn, we went through a lot of stuff in 2 months. Jesus. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Man, Quinn is going to just kind of calmly walk up and then give Astrid a big hug, crying. We thought you were gone.
She's
Do you do it
going
like
to
that?
hug
Does he do it just like
Quinn,
that? Like, is that how he
and
does
she's
it?
just like,
Nori still is like, she's feeling both of y'all just like, I'm so happy.
okay, okay,
Everybody group hug.
all right.
Group hug now.
Well, this is fascinating. So it's been about 2 months out here. So I was awake for about.
She grabs Milton and
I was
Allie
awake
just-
for about 6 months
Oh,
ish. So about a year and a half total translates to about only not even 2 months. This is okay. And she just pulls out her hat and just like writes down some notes. No, sorry. Hold on,
Yeah, Nori lets go of everybody in the group hug. So
okay.
she-
I'm sorry.
don't be.
Why are you sorry? We are sorry. Wait, how are you back? How are you alive? What happened? Where did you go? I thought you were dead. Wait, what's going on?
I told you, I never saw her spirit anywhere. It's okay.
Well, that's a long story.
I mean, we're about to go on a boat trip. We have time.
Oh, great. So let's go on a boat. And then,
Okay.
and then I'll tell you.
Okay, you seem to be like very well acclimated to everything. You seem to be taking everything in stride.
Well, so that's why I asked about the time thing, because so I was awake and like kind of recuperating in Vorath's tower for about, it's really hard to tell because like it's kind of like the same day cycles over and over and over again, but I started keeping a tally. So it was roughly like just over a year that I was conscious for, but from what I understand, it took him what probably would have been the equivalent to several weeks to several months to get me from being dead to not. And that's kind of when like the whole thing, and then she like stamps her little feet. She's like, yeah, Nori, you know, like when you got the horns,
Oh yeah.
like the thing happened, and like like Vorath
Yeah.
explained, it was very
You
similar.
took- you
Me
did the
being
thing.
resurrected, the method that happened like reawakened something in like the demonic heritage in our line, and now I have feet.
I mean, you
Anyway,
always had
well, I
feet,
had feet.
to be fair. Like, you did have them before.
I
but
did
they're-
have feet, but now I have, and then she like wriggles her
You have
little
very
like clawed
cool
toes
feet.
into the ground.
It is so cool. I want feet like that. I could, like, stomp so many things.
You already can stomp so many things.
This is so cool. But
And then the voice thing, yeah, I'll explain that too. That's also another long story. But anyway, boat. And then she's
Boat.
also gonna like just like without like saying anything, just grab like Milton and Allie also into a hug.
oh, yeah. Group hug!
I know it picks everybody up.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Oh,
I'm so happy we're all together again.
and Merpow like,
Like the-
right out of that.
Leaping from Nori's shoulders, Edgar lands directly onto Astrid's shoulders and goes, "Meow, you are back."
He missed you very much. He won't say it, but he did.
She just like
Yeah.
leans her head against Edgar. and like side eyes him, which is hard to tell because her eyes are completely black. And she's like, "You and I have a lot to discuss." I met one of your
Making
friends.
biscuits. Biscuits will be made, yeah.
He has been doing overtime at the biscuit factory.
I believe one of the names was Viscal? Yeah.
We are not going. Shush! Like his tail will just like go over Astrid's mouth.
Oh.
You could have done that without putting the hair in my mouth.
I know.
No. It is good to see you alive.
I know. It's
I
good to
had-
see you too.
No doubts. Yeah.
I know. I love you too.
Like,
And
he's
she's
making
just
cute.
like gonna like scruffle his like fluff and fur and fat and just be like, okay.
Yeah.
He's undid for in fat.
And does the cat butt arch thing as they all do.
Incredible.
So,
Oh,
friend has returned. You do have the option to keep looking for a ship, or if there's anything you want to do in town before you leave. I am also going to say, for those of you that have already told me that you bought things, I'm just going to say you bought them in the interim. So, you don't have to go on an additional shopping trip.
Okay.
One of you does want to do something in particular, which, I hadn't forgotten. So, Nori,
Yeah.
you're going to Slovenia.
Yeah.
Several of your companions have talked about silvered weapons. A number of you were able to get them. You want to do one in particular.
I do.
And thankfully, I'm just going to take all of you. By the way,
Yes.
Rick, I'm going to need you to put Astrid's token on here because all I have is entropy right now. I'm going to remove entropy because entropy is off working with the dragon of the city to start some real shit.
They're besties now.
They are the besties of besties.
I love that.
You guys are all in the merchant district, which also has the port. So, you'll be able to get a ship there. So, Nori, you want to get something silvered. What did you want to get silvered?
Drugi.
Drugi. All right.
We get Drugi silver.
So, silvering a weapon usually happens during the construction of the weapon. But to get one silvered when it's already been made tends to be a little bit much. Now, of course, Drugi, being an intelligent weapon, can allow or disallow things being attached to him. So, how do you tell Drugi you want to put a silver sheen onto him?
Yeah, she's gonna do. Hey, Drugi, wakey, eggs and bakey.
I never sleep, woman. What do you want?
I know, but I just like to say that. Goddamn. Hey, buddy. Just let me have this. Gosh, buddy. So we are going to a place with a lot of people who we're going to Slovenia. We're going to Slovenia. You know Slovenia, yeah?
Slovenia. No, sadly, I don't know this place.
So they have a bunch of people who have pointy teeth and like to bite and suck blood.
Oh, vampires.
Yes.
Vampire. Undead and all that. Right. So, what do you want me to do? I am an axe.
Yes. I am aware. Whoa, what accent? I am aware. Yes, you are X. Congratulations. You excellent powers of observation. Sorry, no, good job. Yes, you are an X, and so, but like you are my favorite X. You are like
I'm your only axe.
Actually, technically, I have two hand axes, but I don't really need them because I have you. So,
You mean I've axed the competition? Ah!
yes.
What? I'm just cutting to the chase.
Nah, you do a good job. Yep, you do good. Yep. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to a place with lots of vampires who do like the bitey blood.
Right.
They don't like silver, apparently. Like a bunch of things they don't like silver. So I was thinking, in order for you to be like maximum cutting potential, we could maybe get you a nice little silver coat, make you all nice and shiny, pretty, yeah, da.
Silvering can be a bit of a problem, but
But
I'm willing to do the deep into the silvery bit. I'm willing to let that happen, provided you do something for me.
yes, what is that?
You're going to have to sing a dwarven song in front of all of your friends. I have the perfect one.
Like right now.
Well, obviously not right now. I'm thinking during dinner, right after the aperitif, right before the main course. A nice rendition of a ancient dwarven song. Diggy Diggy Hole. Ah, it's a grand song it is.
Can I minor illusion like some karaoke equipment?
When it's time, yes, you may.
You know what, Drugi? Since you are doing this favor for me, I will do this for you.
Ah, lass, you're a real one. I'm so glad that you gripped me from that far-off, horrible place and said, yeah, this is going to be my chopper. This is going to be my friend. It's going to be my one and only. Ah, makes an axe feel welcome. Right, go find a blacksmith. Shove me in there. Let's go.
Wow, the enthusiasm. All right, let's go. And she starts power walking towards a blacksmith.
I am also going to save you some time because, again, this is Tren. You can find someone that can silver weapons. Considering, again, it's an intelligent weapon, he is going to demand a higher price. So it's going to be 200 instead of 100.
Oh, all right, but
Because even though Drugi will allow it, he's still a dwarven rune axe. So, it takes a little extra effort.
valid. That is valid. Okay, so I still could get the armor. Yeah, all right, bet. Okay.
And you also wanted to get mithril armor.
She does.
All right, I got a roll for the gods now. For a reason, you'll see.
Why? What's the reason? You're not gonna tell me. I'm scared.
So, as you wander the markets,
Yes.
you come across a pavilion of sorts. It smells of strong incense and notes of woody earth flavors hitting your face. Is anybody going with Nori while this is going on?
Sure.
I mean, I assume she grabbed Astrid because she's like not wanting to let Astrid get out of her eyesight.
I just grip Astrid by the heel and just drag her.
Alright, I wasn't sure if
And
this
she's
was,
got a longer
go.
heel now, so it's easier to grip.
I feel like she got like the kid on a leash thing, except it's her tail.
you know, I would just follow you, right? Like,
I know, but like I'm nervous, and like this helps. I need to have like an anchor.
how about this? And she like gives her a strand of her hair instead.
You want me to hold your hair?
Well, I mean, it's easier.
Remember, it moves and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god!
And like you're kind of like you're grabbing my tail, and Nori, my tail's attached to my ass. So like we're running, like so she's
not
3
running.
feet shorter.
I'm
than
actually
Nori.
walking very slow. Well, okay, I guess to you I am running. Okay, I will walk slower, but I will. Okay, thank you. And then she
You're
grabs her
still
hair.
making me walk sideways because my butt. So just hair. So like that is she okay?
Okay, I grab her.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
you
you.
find this pavilion and you go inside, and inside it is laden with elven goods from the forest of Elevar. Finely crafted bows, swords that are wrought out of ironwood, extensive displays of elven crafts. And sitting on a rather large cushion, smoking what looks to be like it's basically hashish. Welcome to the pavilion. How may I be of service? Says this rather old, long haired with, not dreads, but beaded hair, pointed ears,
Mhm.
high elf.
Hi. Wow.
High and high elf.
Like,
Welcome into the sanctuary. How may I be of service? Wow, you are tall.
yes, hello. You are very high. Hi.
So is
Hello.
it just Tommy Chong, but like with no ears?
I don't know this Chong named Johnny, but yeah, man.
You don't know who Tommy Chong is?
No, it's exactly Tommy Chong, but with elf ears.
It's exactly Tommy Chong.
It's
Okay.
exactly Tommy Chong.
I wasn't sure if it was you or like if okay.
It's called acting,
I
man.
I wasn't sure where on the table that statement was falling.
Oh my god.
Wow, you are a tall person. Wow.
Sorry, I just looked at the window tree. Oh, honey, Anise and Petra are.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay. Anyway. Yes. Hello. Yes. I am here to. I would like to get this silver. Then she pulled out Drugi.
Oh no, Drugi's already silvered. This is for you to get the armor.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
It's all good.
Understood. She's like, hello, yes, I would like to get armored. Mithril, please.
Mithril armor, man.
Yeah.
That is a lot of. Wow. Okay.
I mean,
We have mithril armor, but wow, you're gonna have to do some adjustments, man. Yeah.
why?
Well, because you're like bigger than me, man.
What is life if not a series of adjustments?
Oh.
Whoa, that was something, man.
That was profound.
Wow, that was a deep level. I was not expecting this early in the morning, man. That
Hitting the hashish on the side.
he's just like, I'm just gonna take some of this here.
Ryan, I think
We can make adjustments, man. Just it's gonna probably be a little bit pricier than normal because you're so tall.
Wait, I have something that might help
What is that?
because I'm pretty sure Ryan, we talked about Astrid stealing one of the spiders.
I had forgotten about that.
Spiders? Wait.
Go ahead.
Would that help? Okay, well she's gonna like kind of just like reach up under her hair and pull out like a little like what are they like? They're like little mechanical spiders, right?
Yeah, metallic crystalline spiders. Yeah.
Yes, and she pulls one of these. She's like, this we did
What
have
she
a
pulls
name
out
for
from
this.
her hair
Thank you.
is a mechanical spider about this big for a human hand. A mixture of gearwork, metal, and Vivianite. Whoa.
Yeah, so this is Boris. He could help. And Boris
Yeah.
just like
Wait a second, I need to do something. He grabs what appears to be like a headpiece with magnifying glasses and lenses.
that's called an optivisor. I use those at work. Sorry.
Thank you. No. I didn't know the name. Optivisor. He picks up an optivisor and goes, "Ugh. Well, let's take a look at this wonderful contraption. Please place it upon the table."
You're not
Wow,
gonna,
your entire voice and persona changed.
you're
That's
not gonna
crazy.
mess with him, right?
I would not mess with such a wondrous contraption that is being brought into my wonderful shop. Please, place it upon the table and let's see if it'll be able to assist me in dressing your large friend into getting some mithril armor, possibly at a discount if you allow me to examine this.
Fantastic. So she's gonna let Boris like just go down and he leaves like a little like silver chain. And then goes over there and she's just
Fascinating. Such a wonderful device.
petting
Yeah.
Edgar.
Yes. So interesting. Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Aha. Oh. Very well. Are you a artificer of some kind? Using Vivianite for this particular construction is rather ingenious.
Well, I didn't make him,
She collects stuff.
but the
like
person who did is very, very crafty.
I can tell. So may I pick up Boris? May I handle the Boris?
Boris, you can ask Boris.
Little spider jumps into his head. Boris. Let us begin work. He will throw Boris onto Nori. And just to give you an idea, for those of you that may have a sensory issue, just imagine about 8 little needle sharp legs just going.
Oh, that's just my job.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Going all over Nori. As it's doing that, and he brings over the armor, pieces are being opened and shut, adjusted, adjusted. And this is cutting through mithril. This little spider able to cut through mithril chain link. And within like about 10 to 15 minutes,
oh my god.
the mithril fits Nori to the T. And Boris will jump back down into Astrid's hand. He's like, what a wonder. What a wonder. What do you want for him? I'll give you anything you want within reason.
Well, we named him. I mean, sorry.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
not
no,
my-
no, 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 no. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Positive, and she's just gonna tug Boris like back up into her hair.
Sorry, we named him. You know, it's like it's kind of hard to, when you name, it's
Very well, very well.
He's not a pet. Like he's a little sentient.
Boris. He's Boris.
Yeah.
Very well.
And he's from. Oh, you know what? Actually, never mind. We're just gonna. She's gonna look up at Nori. You're good, right? You have what you want.
Oh, I'm great.
And
No,
again, Nori doesn't wear armor, but the fact that this looks like it's also integrated into the leathers and furs, it is just, yeah, pretty much like that.
she's really feeling herself right now. She's like in a little fast. She's like, oh, I feel so powerful, which is crazy because I am powerful all the time, but now I feel even more powerful. She's flexing. She's like, hell yes.
That, and also thank you, Malachi, for that.
Don't worry. What did you do?
If you look in the Discord, you'll see.
Wow.
I mean, gosh darn heck.
Oh no, we're allowed to say fuck here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That will be instead of the usual 800, considering the wondrous device. I'm going to go for 700, 100 off the top for the armor.
800 for the armor? Great. That is perfect. This works out perfectly.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful,
much
wonderful.
pleasure doing business with you. And she yeah.
He will take off the device and go, "Oh man, that was taxing, man. I'm done, man."
It is so crazy how your entire okay, you know what? Thank you so much, Mr.
Oh, you could just call me the Tinkerer, man. It's just a neat. Labels are for people that have things to do, man.
But that isn't Tinker a label in of itself? Never mind. You know what? Thank you very much for your yes, your goods and your services.
Very welcome. Have a good day.
Okay.
Like eyeglasses
Whoa.
for intelligence or something.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Nori doesn't know what to do. Nori's got social anxiety.
So, you have your mithril armor. Everybody else has gotten their stuff more or less. Now, you need to find a boat. Give me a moment here. Need to change up a couple of things.
Jesus Christ. I'm still looking at that picture.
I'm gonna make that an emo on the Twitch channel. So at any time, someone can just drop that in chat.
That's beautiful.
We'll return back to the dockside. And you need to find a boat. Actually, I'm going to go with this one.
Okay.
You need to find a ship. So, how are you going to do that?
Well, first, I'm gonna look in the direction of water. Oh, that's everywhere. And then I'm going to find something that's floating on the water. Oh, that's everything. And Allie doesn't know what the hell she's looking at. She can tie knots on a boat, though. We did discover that.
Yes, we did.
Taskmaster 3000. um, I mean, yeah. Does it look like anybody's about to like set off soon? Like, is there a bunch of sailors like untying?
There, I mean, again, it's a very busy dock. It is the part of the merchants district, so there are ships unloading, loading. Someone roll me a perception real quick.
I was gonna say,
Somebody
are there any
Okay.
boats that look a little more armored against, you know,
Life.
everything, possibly anything that could come at them? You said perception?
Yep.
Is there a St. Cloud ship?
Oh. All right, rolled a nat 20.
I got a
nice.
13.
Ooh.
We're starting good.
I got really excited. That doesn't happen to me ever. Not
Okay.
perception.
So we're gonna go from back to front. So first off, Allie. When it comes to armored ships, a lot of these ships are merchant ships or merchant vessels. Armored warships aren't on this particular dock, if you're looking for that. And you know how you got out of Sylvania was by taking a ship that met with a larger, darker merchant vessel offshore. The shoreline of Sylvania is death, save in one place, and even then, that place is scary as hell. Now, that place, of course, is the port of Risland. We'll get to that later. Milton, you know the docks, because Tullus is nothing but docks and ships. Your eyes are looking for someone official, a dock master or a dock hand. With your 21, you are able to spot the dock master's office. So that would be one exceptionally good place to start. And for our dear Nori, who seems to know a fair bit about sailors, because again, in the Norlands, a sailor's a sailor. Those that work the dragon longships have that look of the sea, that hard eye that has seen one too many things in the deep. You spot a couple of individuals near a tavern called the Last Anchor. So you have two possible locations to look: the dockmaster's office and the Last Anchor.
Nori's gonna share what she knows with the group and be like,
And Milton's gonna share what she knows with the group.
all right,
So where do we want to start?
Hmm.
I think we should eeny miny mo for it. No, okay. Sorry.
I mean, if we can narrow down the ships, we can see if any are making their way in the direction of
I mean, we can just go to
Rinsland.
the tavern and I can just yell, "Hey, is anybody going to Stefania?" And then
Maybe not say that.
Oh, okay. Hey, is anybody going
Rinsland.
somewhere? Where?
Yeah.
Rinsland. It's
Okay.
a little less scary sounding for most.
Rinsland.
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 Do you actually shout out, is anybody going to Risland?
Yeah, no, she'll do it. Is everybody cool with that? Is everybody okay if I yell?
I mean, Allie has learned that she can't stop Nori from yelling.
You cannot stop me from yelling.
Yeah,
So
I
at
think,
least,
I think
the
we all
best I
learned
can
that.
do is give you like word choices.
Okay. Hey, is anybody going to Rinsland?
You bellow this out into a busy dock.
Yeah.
About half of those working
Oh wait,
stop
no,
for a
sorry.
minute.
I was gonna go to the tavern and yell.
Oh, you're going to go to the
I thought we were at the
tavern. I thought you were just standing in the middle of the street
Oh,
and
yeah.
shouting this out.
No, sorry.
No, we're trying to find a scoundrel that can take us down there.
Yeah, I was trying to find a rapscallion, man.
All right, so you go into the tavern.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, yes.
Okay,
So
me a
sorry.
moment.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's okay. I just need to change something.
Das Music?
As you all reach the last anchor, a group of tough sailors eye you from the outside. They're all in the middle of pints, enjoying themselves and drinking, but kind of eye you as you get to the door and then open inside. The place smells of the sea and of blood and of stale beer.
Mm.
This is a place of inequity.
Mm.
Scum and villainy reside within this place, but again, it's broad daylight, so not as scummy, not as villainous, but still, there are types here. Milton, you feel right at home in this place.
Milton's putting her hood up.
Damn. Laura's like, oh, this seems like a really nice place. Everybody here seems very nice.
And then you shout,
Hi! Is anybody going to this land?
as you shout, a bunch of them that were in mid-drink, they're just like,
Eh?
then they return to their drinks. Behind the bar is a burly individual with one hand and the other a hook. Leans over and goes, "Hey,
Eh?
don't you be shouting in here unless you're planning a fight. And then we could put down money."
I can arm wrestle anybody who could take us to Rizland.
And then a bunch of them start laughing really hard.
I don't like that. I feel small. This is a first for me.
You, tall one,
Eh?
what are you drinking?
Grog.
He reaches down, pulls out a tankard for your size, opens a cask. It goes, pff. You see this kind of darkish liquid that also looks kind of orangish pouring in, and he's just giving you this eye of. It froths over green, puts it down, slides it over.
She catches it.
Silver. Finish that, and then we'll talk.
Glug, 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 glug.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Oh, please be good. Oh. 12?
You've had some awful stuff in your time.
Mm-hmm.
Fermented goat's milk, when it's gone bad. You've also had rotted whale carcass before because, tough times being what they are. This is kind of a liquid version of that. It is like they took every alcoholic spirit, shook them up in a barrel, and let it sit there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Your body's not happy with you.
Mm-hmm.
But by the faintest amount of margin, you are not up chucking. But if someone hands you something greasy, I'm not guaranteeing your chances there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Little sweat beads around her hair. Like she's like,
Not bad. Not many people can take the grog on a deep, full quart without dying. So, you and your lot looking for voyage to Rissland, eh?
Yes.
Well,
Today, if possible.
today.
Today.
He'll point to a figure at a distant table.
Mhm.
A dark-skinned lady. One who also seems like she could probably gut you as much as look at you.
Oh. Sorry.
This person.
Just a point. The slideshow that's playing all of our pictures on the Twitch,
Yeah.
the people watching won't be able to see her until
Oh,
that
no.
slideshow goes away.
There's a slideshow?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been watching it. We all look great.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
there's been
wonderful.
I
Well,
fixed it.
I don't know how to
Thank
stop
you,
it.
Piku.
No problem. That's why I'm here.
All right. Is the slideshow over or is it still going?
Yeah, she's on there. She's up. Oh,
Right,
okay.
so-
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pirate Mommy's on there.
All right. Thank you.
You need to stop making everybody so hard.
Speak to her, Captain Zola. She would be the person you want to speak with, but I can't guarantee her personality right now. She's had a tough time as of late.
Oh. Well, I mean, in this economy, ain't that everybody? Okay.
He'll reach up with his hook and go, "Yeah, everybody."
Can I order a drink?
Well, Mr. Fine Clothes, what would you like? What could... And he'll pull out like this dirty rag and put it over his arm. What can I get you, sir?
I'll have 2 rums, 3 fingers, neat in a frosted glass.
Oh, my word indeed. Excuse me a moment here. Dirty glass. Boom. Blub, 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 blub. 4 fingers.
Oh, they gave you more than you asked for. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Enjoy. So, do you head over to the table?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, sitting there is a woman who has seen the sea, which is, she's missing an eye.
Yep.
But she's not alone. Standing next to her is a lizard folk. Not as tall as Nori, but as broad.
Bet.
Yeah. As well as a crustacean person, or sea folk, as they're also called. Someone who looks like they're half mollusk, half person. They all look up, and she goes, "You better be bringing me news or money to be coming over to Montable to bother me."
I mean, we are looking to procure your services, so yes, in a way, we are bringing money.
Oh, I see. And what kind of services can Captain Zola give you?
Well, we've heard that the esteemed Captain Zola is going to Rizland. Sorry, above table. Rizland?
Rizland?
Rizland? No,
Rizland.
shut up!
Rizland?
Rinse land.
Shut up! Stop! Allie, what was it again?
Rinsland. Rinsland.
Okay, so Rinsland.
Okay.
It was close.
It was very close. I was just gonna let it keep going.
We're going to Rizland.
It was worth the bit. Okay.
Alright.
I really wish I had my old eye patch. That way I wasn't doing this. But...
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't take it or anything. I just anyway.
You sure you didn't?
You come
Yes.
back wearing the iPad.
Look at my good eye. So,
Rinsland.
Over there told us
Rins-
headed to Rinsland.
Rinsland. No one in their right mind would go to Rinsland.
Well, that's great because we're none of us in our right minds, really. Well, I mean, we've been through some stuff. So anyway, are you going?
Who's asking?
Me. Nori.
Right. But who are you? And who are they?
So sorry. I am Nori, Noridrum Skybreaker of the Norlands, and these are my friends. Friends.
Pleasure to meet you, Quinn St. Cloud of the St. Clouds, and hands over a glass of rum in a dirty glass.
Allie is noticeably like hood, scarfed, all that stuff while we're in here at the moment, and just kind of letting whatever's about to happen at the moment.
I don't know why I'll keep letting Nori talk. Like, what the fuck?
No,
'Cause
you know
she's
what?
honestly good at it.
A
Like,
Saint Cloud, an Ice Walker, a Tiefling, a Halfling, and someone who doesn't want to be seen wants to go to Rinsland.
she's
She's
not
shit.
a. Oh, I'm sorry. She's not a halfling. She's a gnome.
No, sorry, that's me. That's me.
Oh. I thought you were talking about. It was like, what?
Gnome.
And a gnome want to go to Rinsland, one of the most dangerous places on this coast. One can't help but wonder why.
I mean, we could probably ask you the same question if you are indeed intending to head there. But
Why
I mean,
we're
if you're-
going is for money, of course.
Oh, for money.
Well,
Well, then
so-
I'm sure a certain amount of money could buy a certain amount of privacy. Eh?
I'm winking if you haven't noticed.
Oh, goodness. Like, what? Oh. I don't know what to do about that.
But yes, money can do a lot of things, a lot of interesting things. The question is, how much are you willing to pay? Especially since you have a St. Cloud in your company. I imagine money shouldn't be a problem.
Sorry, in a moment, let me get my inventory real quick. So besides the 1K, Nori has actually, because she's never spent like any of her gold that she's gotten, like ever, pretty much. She's got
Well,
2,000 gold.
Wait, how much do you have?
I have 2K gold.
Oh,
I didn't spend it.
They-
I got before, and then so
since we're still
Would you like
on
to pay
trend,
tithes
could I like
to?
could I bill it to my parents or like
Honestly,
we are. Your family has a reputation when it comes to the underworld, and we don't want to upset the syndicate.
fair enough.
So, if all of you want to be on my ship to Rinsland safe travel, I would imagine a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 200 gold each. Should do it.
what's the like lodging situation on the boat?
You get to sleep in hammocks. We're not a fancy boat. We're fast. We're not a luxury liner. We're good at what we do. And what we do isn't pretty.
The hammocks is much better. It used to be I would see.
You know, I'm really new to this, but I think you're coming on right now.
Why? Whatever gave you that idea?
Oh, your body language, because you're doing that thing where you lean back and you're doing like almost like a looking like at me up through your lashes. I learned that's like that's like a telltale sign, and you're doing the thing where you like draw out your voice, which people do when they're trying to elicit a response in the person they're talking to. Am I right or wrong? Because like I said, this is a very new area.
You're not my type.
Oh, Well, that's fine. You're not really my type either. I honestly don't really have much of a type.
I
But
thought your type was like a bone person.
what?
Like a skeleton. Like bone daddy.
Oh, Borat?
You know? Yes.
Uh,
No?
no.
Yeah. No. You know, we can discuss this later. Sorry. Anyway.
But 200 on my
What?
ship to Risland.
I mean,
Okay. You know what?
Question.
Oh, wait, what? Who? Ah.
Yes,
Your vessel has longboats, yes?
it does.
I assume you likely won't want to port if not necessary. However, you all want to handle the negotiations from here, but I think it might be in our best interest to acquire said longboat once we are there, so you don't have to sail too close if you don't want to.
We wouldn't make port in Risland if you paid us. The longboats are necessities.
Hmm.
So if you want to also rent a longboat, that's an additional 100. So we're looking at 1,100 gold. For safe passage, comfortable lodgings. And mind you, of course, safe passage is relative.
Can I
Okay.
By the way,
do it?
he has the eye patch on, my hand's getting tired. So
So yeah. I was actually wondering how long you were gonna do that for. I was like, damn, he's really committing to this bit. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, go
Could-
ahead, Allie.
So I just want to see what this captain's general vibe is about the offer itself to even go to Rinslin.
Roll insight.
Oh shit, yeah, I should have done that.
Ah, dang. All right. Oh, actually, hold on.
He's
I
a
think-
pirate.
Hold on.
If you
Ooh,
want-
I get advantage on insights, so 16.
All right. So, the captain is going to Rinsland with or without you, but also is seeing an opportunity to make some extra money because traveling across the Sylvanian coastline is dangerous and deadly, and having some extra gold on hand is never a bad thing.
Hmm.
So, they're going to go. They're just trying to get more money out of you.
Oh.
If you would give us a moment to discuss.
By all means.
And she's going to kind of like turn
Thank
and
you.
just a little gather and just be like, okay,
Group huddle, group huddle.
group huddle.
Mm-hmm.
I love a huddle.
I think it may be in our best interest
Mhm.
to offer something up to this pirate captain. Try to drive the price down, because once we get into Slovenia, we're not going to be able to just, take care of problems here and there and make some cash on the side. So if we can drive the price down as much as we can through ship service or anything like that, something, if you guys have any ideas. My only thought is just helping out on the ship until we get there. I don't know.
What, Esther, do
Uh,
you have a thing to say? What is thing? We're making face.
While they're talking, she's like just watching Allie talk, and everyone else and she's listening. She goes, okay, and then she goes to the pirate captain.
Oh!
Are you a collector of oddities?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Are you a collector of oddities?
Oh boy.
I find most people who are really well traveled have a tendency to collect weird things because, let's be honest, one of the reasons why you probably travel so much is because the mundane is, well,
Mundane.
mundane.
I do collect things from time to time. Isn't that right, Bosun? That's the lizard name.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Oh, because I have a few things, and she's gonna pull her hat off.
She plays a lot.
Harpy foot.
You know, I have a whole harpy. I was saving it because I was gonna harvest reagents, and I have taken some things, but most of my spells don't actually call for harpy. Do you have any interest in 90% of a harpy?
No.
Okay, and she's gonna shove that back down. And then she's gonna.
The boss would be like, "Oh, quarter been good meat." No, Iron Guts, we're not eating harpy again.
I mean, yeah, it's not that bad. It's a little bit gamey, but it's fine, right? It's fine. It's right. And she's gonna pull out. How do you feel about decapitated heads of war criminals?
Excuse me?
Look, I've been holding on to this one for a long time, but this is Witch Hunter General Duquesne, and it's his now shriveled, like it's basically like just like a mummified head with no eyes. I've been holding on to this for a long time, but I finally healed from it. So thank you, right? Yeah, like I said, I was there for a long time. Yeah, I did a lot of like physical and mental and emotional healing.
Oh, absolutely. No, I mean, and he looks, like, I mean, you kept him very well preserved. I mean, he wasn't much to look at to begin with, like, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I had a lot of time
He looks exactly the same, to be honest.
No, I think this is a little bit of an improvement.
Allie is going to
now he's not talking.
Just from her pouch take out a leaf and put it on the skull. It's a Stygian black lotus leaf. She's not going to say anything. She's just going to place it there and see what this lady does.
I don't know what that is.
You would.
It was something she picked up. She's got a whole mason jar of this.
You have Stygian black lotus on you. How much you have?
Are you saying that over the counter?
I'm sorry, we
no,
drug
that's no, that's the that's the captain. As you put the leaf down, on top of Duquesne's head.
Oh.
The head, and how much of the black lotus do you have?
How much is it worth?
Ooh. Sorry.
500 for the voyage, but still 100 for the longboats. Or longboat. Is only
one of us, me, were to throw in their services. I'm pretty strong, and
Bosun is good on the mass.
I'm pretty strong, and I'm willing to work for my passage.
I can also offer my strength. I'm not Nori's level, but I do my push-ups.
He does.
Your calisthenics show through, young St. Cloud.
I think she's flirting with you.
And what about the gnome? And what about the gnome?
I can repair the sails.
She's really good at sewing. And tying nooses, of all things. It's kind of crazy.
Iron Guts, what do you think?
And Allie's very
200. Good. 100 still for longboats. You heard, Iron Guts. 200 for the voyage, plus your services, plus the Black Lotus and Duquesne Skull. Still 100 for the longboat. Final
All
offer.
right. So 300 between all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
All right.
Do we have an accord?
We have an accord.
Done. Be at the docks at sunset. We leave with the evening tide. She gets up and she goes, sorry, that's me, not her. She is far cooler than I will ever be. Look for the Star Chaser. Dock 17.
Yes, Captain Zola. Thank you very much.
She gets up, takes her drink. The lizard man looks Nori up and down and goes,
She just looks down at him. Just
it's funny. It's like, he's a power lifter.
Mhm.
And she is like
Just-
a basketball athlete, just kind of looking.
Yeah. He's like, We'll settle this later.
So they leave. You're all left in the last anchor.
Great.
After you're done talking, a round of ales is brought to your table.
Huh?
Compliments of the captain before she left.
Oh,
Hmm.
I knew she'd like this. We're going to be best friends.
Allie
Fine.
just sort of pushes hers over to Nori.
You don't want? You're not thirsty?
Milton will push hers away as well.
You guys don't want?
I
I just wouldn't. I just.
I don't
Oh,
trust
no.
my constitution to this town's beverage choices.
Okay, suit yourself. I was thirsty anyway. Had to watch
That's why you have to get the high percentage alcohol. It destroys the bacteria.
He is right, actually.
I need to watch the taste of that
You
grog.
really want the higher fruit.
Yeah. I really hope this is high proof. And she just tosses him back.
Oh, and for the
I'm
record, that
pretty
is,
sure
60
your gut
gold.
bacteria will kill anything you put in it, Nori.
Hmm?
Your
Yeah.
gut bacteria will kill just about anything you put in it. You're a different.
My gut has so much bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
Eh. Cool.
And
You were
you said there was 60 gold there, Quinn?
Yeah, between each, yeah.
Yeah.
so minus 60.
Thank you for
Fuck,
keeping
brain
track
math.
of that. I don't
Okay.
So, you have a small bit of time before the evening tide, unless you want to just jump right to it. It's up to you.
I mean, over the table. Nori's already basically done everything that she wanted to do, so I'm gonna just hop right on the boat if y'all are.
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
talk to Milton on the ship.
Okay.
Oh, I do want to leave a message for Sebastian somewhere.
How do you leave the message for your paramour?
That guy.
Whatever room we were staying in before.
At the Green Dragon?
Yeah, she probably would have just left a note on the table knowing that he'll see it there. And basically just let him know, hey, heading to Slovenia. Would love to chat. We're taking a boat. Figure out a way to get on, I guess.
Why are you inviting me? No, sorry, she doesn't know this.
She
Nori doesn't know why, but she's suddenly like not in a good mood.
Yeah, Nori's like, why am I so angry all of a sudden?
Yeah, Allie's got like there's some other writing on there that she like scratches out really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then is just like,
What's that writing say, Ellie?
yeah, I'll talk.
Is it like Hot Topic level of angsty, romancy stuff. I mean, you know,
It's definitely a lot of angst. But no, she has like a real serious question considering the circumstances that they're about to walk themselves into. But she doesn't know if it's okay to put it in a letter that may be picked up by some rando.
Is it will you marry me? Because like,
probably she's written her name and his name like a dozen times.
oh my god.
Will you go steady with me?
If you like me, check yes or no.
Well, I mean, to be fair, in her culture, it would be her writing Sebastian Kladvog, if anything.
That's
But
true.
You know what? Respect.
but no. Yeah, she keeps the letter very like super vague. And just kind of leaves it there in hopes that if he can figure out what boat they're on, they can have a conversation. Otherwise, hopefully he'll end up there before she runs into any problematic persons that he may have been able to warn us about ahead of time.
Like, hopefully
Maybe. Who knows? So, do you just stay in the last anchor till nighttime rolls around?
I mean, is the ale good?
It's palatable.
Or is it aleful?
He had to
Yes.
adjust his wit and charm.
So, time passes. And we're going to change the music.
Boy. Dun,
The
dun.
sun begins to set. You make your way.
Downtown.
Walking fast. Are we homebound?
Wrong one. So, as you're walking, you find the Star Chaser.
Okay.
This ship.
Shit.
That's pretty. It
Thank-
looks like Milton will have a lot of work to do, though.
I can
What?
so fast.
The Dawn Chaser. As you come aboard, you're welcomed, more or less, by the bosun, who's by his name, by the way, is Bosun Iron Guts, the large lizard man. You're also greeted by First Mate Leaf Shaketail. Shaketail eyes you all and goes, "Ah, so you're the ones the captain was talking about. You're a lot taller than she described, and you're a lot shorter. Oh, well, all before the mast will do the job. We have rules on this ship. No fighting, no brawling, no murder. Follow the captain's orders and be tossed over the side. Have any questions about them?"
Nope.
Very well. "Captain, all aboard! Good, ye mateys! Let us all shove off. Make our way to the dark coast. Oi, Captain!" The ship,
Oh,
and you start making your way out of the lagoon of Tren, back out into the open sea. As you do so, Quinn, where are you at this point in time?
Quinn, you said we've started taking off already?
You are shoving off, as it were.
All right. Then Quinn is standing towards the helm, and he's glamored his clothes to look like a pirate outfit similar to the captain's, but just like in a shades of like black and like dark blue, and he's just looking out at the water.
Amazing.
As you're looking out on the water,
Quinn.
as you're looking out on the water, the sun's beginning to set, and you look back and you can see your home. It had only been a short period of time. You were gone for almost 3 years. You were home for less than a month. And once more, you're leaving. When you left before, It was like leaving an entire world, but now it's like leaving a house, a place, some place small. You've grown from this, Quinn. You are going to far greater things. Allie, where are you on the ship?
Um, I think at first, for this first bit, she would stay below deck as much as she can. Um, and at the earliest opportunity, she would try to get Milton aside. Hi, hi,
Okay.
hi, hi. Do you remember the last time I drank a potion?
Um, actually, no. No, I don't remember.
The last time I drank a potion happened to be one of Astrid's and happened to have added a little extra that I would like to have some assistance aesthetically making not noticeable. And she's gonna like pull her scarf down, and there are tiny glands on her neck. And like sort of like it kind of looks like her corruption coming up from those glands. Um, I think it had some sort of dragon essence of some sort in it.
Oh, oh, oh,
That or an
yeah.
incredibly venomous reptile,
See, now I bet
which is fine. Merpow isn't jealous at all. Um, but seeing as I don't really feel like, you know, shooting it at anybody, I guess they're just kind of sitting here. So I don't know if you have just like a nice scarf or something, so I'm not suffocating under my cloak.
I do have a nice scarf, actually.
You know what? I bet if Allie had drank that grog, that killed whatever the fuck is going on.
To be totally honest, she was worried they might react adversely.
Oh, gotcha. Fair enough.
They're combining.
Oh no! She shoots grog. She shoots flaming grog.
Grog.
Okay.
Hmm.
Milton's gonna go into her new bag, her new lovely bag of holding, and take out the
No, no.
her orange multi like orangish words. Yeah, just orangish scarf and hand it over. I know it's clashing and it's bright, but this is the best scarf I have.
And one does
That's-
want a hint of color.
Hmm.
That's perfectly all right. And she like
Anyone got
ties it around, and she kind of like decorates it or like sets it in such a way that it almost looks like those like ruffle shirt fronts or whatever. She kind of like folds it over and like
Oh my god.
you know puts her cute little vesty thing kind of over it a little bit,
Mascot.
so kind of like
Mhm.
yeah. Um,
Eat your heart out, Fred.
yeah. So it's like yes. Also, just a note.
Mhm.
When we get closer, I don't know if you could like help me do my hair or something to maybe braid the dark strands kind of like I don't know under somehow. Um, I to say that corruption is violently dealt with is typically an understatement, and I don't want that attention.
I will do my best
Thank you.
to hide the black in your hair. I don't know. Like, you're still gonna wear gloves?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else that I need to hide or disguise or make it less noticeable?
Not that I can think of at the moment. Other than my existence for as long as possible. I don't
So-
need my mother knowing that I'm there before I'm ready to tell her I'm home. But that's just
Okay.
kind of a general state of being. I can only stand up to her in a hallucination, apparently.
Okay. All right.
Huh.
Don't we all
can
have
dig.
that problem with our parents? I mean, yeah.
No.
Yep. Thank
Do you
you.
think that the glands will hopefully go away in some time, or you think they're
From what I'm not the I wasn't ever very good at making potions or anything like that, but from my understanding, either they'll go away on their own eventually, or they won't.
oh
But if senses is related to a potion, it's likely that I just have to like use them, and that should take care of it.
take okay.
I just don't know what kind she used.
Over the table, that's Astrid didn't make that potion.
Oh, I had it labeled as Astrid Potion in my inventory.
Oh, Astrid made a bunch of healing potions with Quinn, but there were like weird colored healing
Oh.
potions that gave people like weird effects.
Right.
Yeah, that was it. I had it labeled Astrid Potion and what the color was, and this was the effect.
Oh.
Wait, no. Yeah. Okay.
No, Astrid
Yeah.
didn't make the weird colored ones.
No.
She
Okay.
just
That
made
was the
healing
potion.
potions. That's the only ones that she dispersed. I don't remember where we got them. We were still in Rockfar when we all got those.
Okay, well, like I said, that's how I had it labeled in my inventory, so that's what Allie thinks. It's like,
Cool. So maybe just like, I don't know, put some pressure on the spit over the side of the boat from time to time. I don't know. Or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
spit on it. Mm.
I mean, she doesn't think anything one way or the other about it. She's just like, I'm just gonna keep these covered until either they go away or they don't.
We'll see what happens.
What will Sebastian think? Sorry.
It's like,
Well, you don't know until he shows up.
Sorry, Nora hates our boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Darling, you're beautiful, even with those super ugly, creepy sacks underneath your face.
You mean it? Darling, I don't know why you're upset. Everybody wants sacks off to their neck. I mean, come on. It's great.
No, it's sex, not sax.
I
Sex.
said that was. Fuck you.
I mean that's kind of the idea, but you're still missing the point.
I have a secret to reveal. I've had sex the entire time, too.
It's just a huge.
that's why he only shows up
Like a
with the
fucking
mask.
iguana.
Jowl. That's why my collar's so high.
Oh, man.
Remember, get vaccines, everybody. Vaccines are important.
Cinema.
Anyway.
All right.
Fuck you,
That's
Sebastian.
good television. Anyway, so
Yep. After that, she would start going around helping with knots and things because that's what she's good at, apparently.
Yes,
Captain tie knots. Tie knots over here. Sorry.
So you're helping with knots. Milton, you're put almost immediately into mending the sails. So you'll find that the rest of the crew are a mixture of, people and other races. A couple of sea folk as well, working on the sails with you. I'm half tempted to do this, but I'm going to be kind. The
Mm-mm.
last time that you worked on sales was with Black Orchid.
Oh.
Orchid was an avid enjoyer of sailing and ships and things like that. So the fact that she died on, Thrag's ship was kind of ironic in a way. But you working on something like this, lacing huge pieces of canvas together, reminds you of that. Her smile, which was always slightly crooked because, again, she had a scar on the side of her face. She was always a little self-conscious about it, except around you. Never had an issue about it. Do you do anything else as you're working on the canvas?
I try to keep an eye on the group, but
Oh, roll me perception.
Trying to keep us out of trouble.
okay.
It won't work.
Nice. So, as you're working on the canvas, your eye spots a bunch of things. Having been trained at the garden, you know where contraband within ships is usually held, or places that sailors would think of how to hide things that other people outside of the industry wouldn't know. This ship is laden with contraband hidey holes all over the place. I'm going to roll something as you're doing that, just for the gods. Ooh, now a d20. You find, as you're working, Iron Guts has taken that jar of Stygian Black Lotus, opens a panel, and you see bushels of Black Lotus. And I mean bushels of the stuff. The jar being shoved in, closed. He looks up at you. Your eyes meet for a second and goes, "What are you looking at, weirdo?"
Hey.
And then something small crawls on his shoulder, like, "Yeah, weirdo."
Oh my
It's more.
Okay. Okay, treasure planet.
They get up and they go about their business, but the thing that was on his shoulder just keeps watching and goes,
Oh my god, there's another Jesus.
Horatio.
There's another Horatio.
"Oh, thank you for reminding me."
Oh god damn it.
Oh dear.
Quinn,
Did Horatio like
Quinn,
Yeah.
there's a slight vibration in your bag.
Mm-hmm.
there's a vibrator in your bag?
Are you going to investigate it?
Just throw it over the side.
Sure.
As you open it, you hear, "Let me out here, boss." "I'm getting ready. Do I get it, boss?
Quinn pulls him out.
No.
Wait, you're not the boss. What am I doing? Why am I on a boat? I don't have sealing.
What kind of creature is this again?
It's a closet,
A quasi.
but he's not like, in the Baldur's Gate where, it's up to your hip. He's significantly smaller.
How the fuck?
Could I, if I wanted to remember like a fact about his species, could I roll like an Arcana check?
Yes, you can, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Fact 1, this ain't it.
Act 2 is the dumb bitch.
18.
18.
Can they swim?
Typically, no, because they come from a plane of fire where there is no water.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And I'll even read the rest of this because you got.
Wait, he was a familiar, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was familiar.
I was
So
familiar
he's
with
just. See you later, Benny. Tosses him over the edge.
side of them.
R.I.P. Horatio.
But Quinn, are you still looking down?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. As you salute, then you see like this little hand go up. What's good? Do not scurry here.
Like, motherfucker can swim.
And basically, you see like this figure of something that looks like a submersible underneath the water as it kind of goes around the ship and goes around the ship,
I'm tired.
and then melts into a black goo that then adheres to the side of the ship and then disappears.
Hell.
You'll also notice that the various barnacles that were on the side of the ship have all died.
Good.
That means that none of us have to scrape them off, so yay.
Oh yeah, it's just a sickening black goo now that's on the side of the ship.
Fine. I'm sure that's not going to be a bad thing at all.
Not
That's
at
not
all. No,
going to be bad. For...
no. Nori, you will be as safe as anything in the world.
It's like it's a sickening black goo that cleans ships. You know, like we can.
Mm-hmm.
Environmental protection is important, kids.
Nothing can go wrong. Oh no.
So, Nori, while you're on the ship, you are definitely put to work since you offered your strength and such. You were hauling
Hauling ass
lengths
up.
of rope, moving various barrels, and lifting the mizzen mast more than once.
Hmm.
You are, and Bosun, the sole muscle on the ship, doing most of the heavy lifting labor.
Damn.
I would like for you to roll a strength check.
Roll a strength check? Alright, bet.
Mm-hmm. And this is a strength check.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I can still listen.
You're gonna miss my strength check? Oh, what's good? What's good? Will a 23 work?
You earned Bosun's respect.
What? What?
Iron Guts sees you lift two heavy planes of wood as if they're nothing and just goes, "You lift good."
You're not so bad yourself.
Hmm.
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 Bruce.
Gross. You have now earned a lizard folk friend.
I told you all we're gonna be besties. I told you we're all gonna be best friends.
Let me see. We are actually okay. So I thought I was losing both Rick and
No, it's something with my.
Oh,
camera.
she's just invisible. That's all good.
the days continue on. As you can see on the map here, ladies and gentlemen, you start off here, passing Don John Constantine, past the Strait of Tekwu, going past the devastation.
The devastation.
As you look out at the expansive shoreline, the devastation is a bleak landscape. Corrupted land as far as you could see, but bare rock. For an example, imagine a vast desert wasteland, and just beyond that, you see green hills. So it's a distinctly disturbing sight, but so far, nothing strange or disturbing yet.
Hmm. Nothing strange or disturbing in a place called the Devastation. Huh.
Well, if you had taken the land route, things would be different, but you took the sea, so you're good to go.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But then, as you're passing the Morta Gulf, you see in the distance the dark, twisted, strange oceans before you, and a terrible storm. You haven't reached the storm yet, but Ali Kirara knows that storm. It is the perpetual storm off the coast of home.
Oh, I thought you meant like she knows this one personally. Like they have beef.
Well, I mean, they did go to college together, but we don't bring it up. It's like one of those weird things where you knew each other and you kind of pass like in the win the same parties, but you really don't want to talk because it's just they're
He
that
just
person.
kept saying the same thing. He just kept going, both.
So,
People
I'm
don't.
going to do two things.
Huh.
First thing,
Ooh.
Allie,
Oh gosh. Mm.
on the night before you entered into those dark waters,
Before
you were on
Christmas.
deck by yourself. It's strange. When you were last here, you were leaving the storm. You were sequestered down in the bowels of the ship that you were ushered down to by the death priests. You were told not to speak to anyone, to keep to yourself, but now you're returning home with friends. One could even say almost like family. You've changed, you've become stronger, but you've also gotten stranger.
Well.
And as you stare out into that dark sea, you feel a familiar presence. So you're definitely going back, darling.
Son of a bitch.
She doesn't even turn around. She's still kind of looking out at home. Yes. Seems so.
You do know that it's not going to be safe there, darling. I mean, we could have gone anywhere. I mean, Tren had an entire nightlife that we could have enjoyed. But no, we're going that way.
Yes. I have a feeling that if we didn't go that way, there wouldn't be a Tren left in the near future, let alone anything else.
Darling, that just sounds like a lot of problems that really shouldn't be yours. You have an entire family to deal with the problems, but you're one of those people that just has to get involved, don't you?
Sometimes.
By my memory, it's almost often. Almost every single time. I mean, I literally have a list of the times that you could have just said no, but you got involved anyway. Like meeting a rather devilish rogue of a gentleman, fine, refined, entrapped by a night hag, all that.
She turns to him now and goes, "To be fair, you were the one who kidnapped me."
Well, to be fair, don't use the facts against me. That's rather rude. Nori just somewhere on the ship is like, I want to kill him.
Nori like wakes like
She wakes her
hammock and
barbarian rage wakes her up and she doesn't know why.
she's like, why am I raging right now? She's raged so hard she's like twists herself in her hammock. She's like,
Suddenly the boat moves faster and nobody understands what's happening.
Whoa!
her rage is fueling the ship.
I've lost control of this turn, Captain.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. Angry in her hammock.
But at the same time, darling, if you're going in there, then I have to go in there. And I haven't been back since a while.
Yes. Can
I
I?
don't think they're going to like me coming back.
I suppose that depends. Um, can I ask some personal questions?
Blue, long walks on the beach,
Ugh.
preferably at night. A fine Cabernet and a cabaret at the same time. Oh,
So
and lace. Definitely lace.
preferably at night means you can walk in the day.
It's not easy, but it can be done. But yes, personal questions by all means, Doc.
And you won't be upset.
Have I ever been upset by you?
I'm just checking.
I appreciate your consideration, dear.
Who were you the Blood Knight for?
I was part of Clan Tyrann. Blood Knight to the Prince, that's me, not him, the Vampire Prince Terrace. Terrace is dead from what I've been able to suss out. But that does not mean that I am not still bound to that house.
And what does that mean as far as you going back? I assume that the hag had some way of keeping you from being recalled.
Yes. I I won't go into the long breadth of my story. I won't bore you, darling. But I will say that I did not enjoy being a blood knight. I am more into art. I'm more into beauty, not savagery and bloodshed. Have you ever tried to get vampire blood out of a doublet? It is a nightmare. Anyone who's ever dealt with garments would know exactly what I'm talking about. Fuck you, Aaron.
I can't help it.
But no, I did not want to be a blood knight, but it was what my sire demanded of me, so I did. I had no choice. When I met the night hag, Granny Goodall, she gave me an offer I couldn't refuse: freedom, a term of service, and then to be released. I didn't realize that term of service was 200 years locked away perpetually in an insane carnival fair. I know once I return home, whomever the vampire prince is now will sense me and be able to recall me. I am a full vampire, so I have some autonomy, but at the same time, I will be dragged once more into blood politics, and I don't mean to bore you. I don't. I'd rather do a lot of other things with you. Poetry, fine art, things, but this is what we are dealing with. I may or may not disappear. I may or may not be hunted. I may have to kill again.
What? What does your oath binding what how does that happen?
How one becomes a blood knight. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
I was made into a vampire spawn by a member of the clan. And because of my charm and my abilities, I was ascended to a full vampire. And I was given not so much a choice, but an option. become a blood knight, bind my soul to the bone throne, or the throne of bone, excuse me. Yeah, fucking Christ. I knew the second I said it was going to sound like that. But anyway, the throne of bone. To be summoned whenever needed, and at the prince's command. No matter where I am, it is an irresistible call. The other is to become a thrall to the Night Queen herself. No one takes that, because to do that would be to be driven insane. So, I took the knee, I made the oath.
So whoever sits upon the throne controls the Blood Knights.
That is correct. The vampire prince that sits upon the throne of bone within the citadel itself controls the blood knights.
So how is Granny going to sever that?
Granny Goodall had magic, ages of wisdom, dark rituals. She said that she was going to break my blood vow. Me, being young and stupid, believed her. Well, younger. And just for point of reference, Aaron, I am going to hurt you so bad. God damn it. You just,
I'm so good. I'm being so.
But she was going to use a dark ritual to break my blood oath, the binding in my blood. She never gave me the details. After I agreed to the deal, being desperate, it turns out that she might not have been able to, that it might all have been a lie. But darling, why are you so interested in this? Are you planning on freeing me? To be yours forever and eternity? To stand by your side? To be your champion? I have no problem with that. I look very good in armor. And out of it.
Merpow, I feel like Merpow has been sitting on her shoulder this whole time, just like all the faces that Aaron's doing, Merpow has been doing them.
I would love to see a snake make
Mer-
those.
Merpow is Allie's familiar, but he channels Nori's emotions.
Yeah.
Specifically the ones
From
about
the day that Nori booped Merpow's snoot, they have been bonded.
That actually makes sense.
But yeah, no, Merpow is just like, and Allie's just like, she was a nice, like, her cute lavendery, darkish purple, kind of whatever her skin color is. And now she's kind of like a real deep royal purple.
Mhm.
And it's just like, I simply see no reason for someone who has been so loyal and forthcoming to have to be bound by service that they haven't, been enjoying.
Have I ever told you your heart is made of gold?
Not quite like that, no.
Well, I should definitely work on that. Maybe in the future I should pass it on, just to whisper in your ear. God damn it!
Now remember, that is a tiny 10 to 12 inch snake making this face.
Oh yeah,
On
12,
her
10 to 12
shoulder.
doesn't sound very tiny. I'm just saying.
It sounds like a pretty massive snake, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty fucking huge snake.
I mean, compared to a lot of poisonous snakes, Merpow is tiny.
I mean, if you're gonna be on the bones,
I mean, yeah, if you compare them to like the professional ones, then
All right, guys. We're gonna take a 15-minute break, and I
Not
also
a 10 to 12 minute break.
we're going with 15 because I'm gonna need it.
Oh, okay, gotcha,
And I
gotcha.
also know that one of us is not going to be able to come back. So, Aaron, go get rest. We will see you next time. Hey, you sleep well without thinking about the bone throne and 10-inch snakes. And...
Or sleep well, thinking about the
Thinking
bone
about it.
throne
Hey.
and 10-inch snake.
I'm always on the bone throne, baby.
You know?
Boom chakalaka.
All right.
I'm glad to have included this conversation for all of these reasons.
nobody.
We'll be back in 15 minutes,
Give it-
folks. I need time.
He needs to collect himself. We'll be back.
Valid.
All right. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I have recomposed myself after the incident. We'll
Bones.
pass the throne of bone, yes. So, after your conversation with Sebastian Sebastian comes to an end. He will lean in close as if he's about to kiss you, but miss your lips and go to your ear and say, "No matter what, darling, I will always be at your elbow and in your ear." And
And her what? I had to. I'm sorry.
you're lucky I'm petting this cat and he's keeping me calm.
Merpow does the most Aaron face it can.
Which, considering snakes don't have those muscles in their faces, that is saying something.
It has eyelashes.
Yeah, Hamish is not amused, but nonetheless. So, as you're pushing into the darker seas, who is on deck right now?
What time of day is it?
It is becoming mid. Thank you. It is becoming midday.
Yeah.
I'm above deck, still working away.
All right, and mind you, it's been like at least 2 days since you guys have set out, so you know.
Have you seen the sails?
I've seen the sails. But with the storm coming in, the crew is lashing things together
Mm-hmm.
because the winds are beginning to pick up. There's a distinct fear that there might be a full-blown maelstrom out on the seas, which is not uncommon for this part of the ocean, but at the same time, no one wants to lose the sails. So everything is getting tied down. People are getting roped together to the mast and to the ship itself so that no one gets pulled off. Let me see. Milton, roll me a perception.
Okay. Let's see.
Excellent. As you're working with the rest of the crew, you start hearing them talk amongst themselves. Oh, we're sure this is just a normal storm. It might be one of the dead gales, you know. Don't you be saying that. You start bringing that and you'll bring the Dreadmaw upon us. Shh! All of you! You keep whispering the dead things hear you in these waters. And you better hope the Dreadmaw is the only thing out there. Aye, tis true. Ghost ships and such are one thing, but the great demons of the depth, don't bring about the evil eye. Shush! And then they all turn and look at Milton. You nervous?
Not really.
Then you're a fool. We're going into dark waters now. And oh, there's things that lurk. I mean, there's the monstrous sea which is back the other way, sure. There's also the sea trolls of the far north, that'd be fine. But oh, the dark waters off Savania's shores, that's a right different matter. Why are you talking about it? You're bringing it up. You're gonna bring down the Dreadmaw on us. Hush! Everyone aboard the mast needs to know this. Have you ever heard of the Dreadmaw?
No.
You see, they're ghost ships in these waters. great galleys lost to the sea, but none of them are worse than the Dreadmaw. Captain Dreadmaw of the Bloody Vengeance. Oh, hunts down ships. Doesn't matter who. Vedka, Tren, great warships sunk by their ghostly and terrible weaponry. Oh. They say, them's at sea, the Bloody Vengeance, lose more than just their lives. Let us hope that this is just a dead gale and we don't summon anything dark. Be mindful now. And they start getting back to work.
Okay. I'm gonna go to our little group of friends and start tying each other up to each other into the ship, so that way we don't go overboard.
Nori puts at least 2 or 3 ropes on each of you on top of that. It's like, no, I'm not going to lose any more friends. She was this close to tying Astrid to her back, but like a papoose, but decided not to.
I would like to know.
You are papoose size compared to Nori. I am now going to move you, excuse me, to another map. Just a moment, come on. Don't fight me on this. There we go. As the storm rolls and boils the sea crashing against your ship, it feels as if the very heavens themselves have ripped open and man, his hand is reaching down to shake your ship like a child with a toy. But then the storm stops. The seas become eerily quiet. The storm continues to rage. But then something in the distance, as lightning strikes and illuminates a figure of a great ship in pursuit of you. You hear from the crow's nest, "Captain! Ship off the starboard bow!" Everybody looks. A ship that seems to pass through the waves without being touched by them is in direct pursuit of you. What do you do? I take that dead silence as you're all paralyzed with fear. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd be so kind as to put your tokens down on the battle map, that'd be great.
Yeah. I'm holding my staff very tightly.
Hold on.
The ship in the distance moves unnaturally fast, and as it does, the storm begins to settle. But a dark mist covers the ocean. A great wooden hull comes closer and closer with tattered sails. Captain Zola goes, "Do you see a flag?" Aye! And as you all look, you see a black flag, crossed bones, and a skull. A pirate ship from beyond. Just a moment. As your ship tries to get away, the other one is faster. As if pulled by unseen hands, it moves alongside. You see across the way ghostly figures of the dead. Long dead mariners of different ages and times look across the ship. Come on now. There you go. And yep. And it pulls alongside, and you hear an individual, this individual, shout from the other ship, "Avast! Cut your sails to and prepare to be boarded, lest ye be sunk in the waves." Captain Zola, knowing that can't escape the ship, slows yours. What are you doing as all this is happening?
Astrid's pretty jazzed, to be honest, because she hasn't done combat in like a long time. Like, I know it's been like 2 months out here, but it's been a long time for her. So she's like kind of like bouncing on her heels a little bit, and she's spinning her sickle in her hand.
What about the rest of you?
I think Quinn's a little stoked because his fictional hero is Grayson the Swashbuckler. So
I've heard of him, yeah.
And I think this is his first pirate. I don't think we fought pirates before.
No, you hadn't fought pirates before. You fought sea monsters, but not pirates.
Yeah.
He's gonna minor illusion a tricorner hat.
Spiffy. Milton, Allie.
Milton's just, casually, nonchalantly, reaching toward her daggers. So.
All
right. Allie's holding on to her staff, but is cautious. As we get closer to Slavania, she's taking on, like, she's always kind of just like, la-di-da, looking around at everything's new and fascinating, but now as we're getting closer, she's looking around like someone being hunted. So she's kind of taking that, am I running, but I can't really run? Am I defending? Am I like she's ready for whatever. But is also not exactly sure how to handle the situation with a group of people and being tied to each other.
Fair. So, as the ghostly ship comes up, the captain floats across and lands on the ship here between all of you. And of course, Captain Zola, who happens to be right next to Quinn and Milton. Greetings and welcome to my ocean. I'm Captain Dreadnought, and you would be trespassing there, Nine.
How are we trespassing? These are open waters.
All open waters they are. But you, Captain, have been here more than once and have not paid the price. And that's an insult that we, the dead, can't allow. So, we've come for our tithe, as it were.
As he's looking about, eyeing the crew, he spots your group.
Well. Don't we have a fine group of individuals here? Why, Captain, I did not know that you'd be taking on passengers.
He starts moving amongst you. I'm going to roll for the gods to see who he goes for first. Quinn. He notices your tri-corner hat.
Well, you're a strange one, aren't you? You have the air of money upon you, yet you're here with this scurvy scum. And fine fancy duds as well. What be bringing you into my waters?
Well, let's just say I'm a bit of an adventurer.
Adventure you're seeking, are you? Huh. Well, I'll make sure you have a right adventurer, won't we, lads?
The entire ghost ship goes. And then he moves to the next person. His eye shifts and locks directly on Allie.
Well, shiver my timbers and bless me bracken heart. I see a Dothraki upon the ship. Oh, not just any. No, the air of death is on this one, ripe as a fine peach. I be tipping my hat to you, madam. What brings such a creature of death and corruption upon my tainted seas?
Simply returning home where I belong. No bother to you.
Ah, returning home. But no bother to me, aye. Bother is not a thing the dead are concerned with, but I imagine you know that well enough, don't you? Death hangs on you like a shawl, and must be comfortable it is. But you're not the kind of the undead. Oh, no, you're of true death. Why, I would even say you're of Rothadius's touch. Oh! Hey, lads, we got ourselves a true deadin over here.
Moves on to the next person. Eyes Milton.
And speaking of death in mind, there's one who's of the bloody sort. Greetings to you, mistress of the pen and of the death. Or I should say of the needlework. Fine work on them sails.
You.
Would you be interested in fixing ours? He points to like basically the torn shrouds of their entire, sail accompaniment. We could really use a deft hand, won't we, lads?
That's that's a bit of work. A lot of work.
A lot of, one could even say an eternity's worth.
Oh no, not that long.
But something tells me you know a bit about eternity, don't you? About the last great step to the old beyond. The blood is dripping from your dress hem, madam. It stains the ground. Not that I mind. Stain a few. And he opens his shirt. Times myself. Blood, torn, horrific flesh. Of course, it's all bone and it's dried, but you can tell like from the knife and sword and axe wounds. You don't seem shocked. You must be made of sterner stuff. I can tell in your eye. Your friends don't know the true depths, do they?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh. Don't I, though? Then he turns to... six again. He turns to Nori. Right big in you are, aren't you? Everybody says that, Edgar. Yar, that be true. I'm not sure what to make of you. Don't make anything of me. Yar. Sorry, I didn't realize I had gotten out of frame. Say. Then finally, eyes turn on to Astrid. Oh, no. First, we have a true deaden, a fine rightly prince, a mistress of murder, and now we have ourselves a proper witch. And not just a witch, mind. Oh, I see you've been touched by the same that touched that one. You know he who lives in a tower in the far distant land who can't escape because he's trapped. The ancient one that all remember in ancient tales but know not his true name. You know him, don't you?
Yeah, pretty intimately. Yeah.
Ah, I could see the sands on your dress, madam. Mm-hmm. Could I interest you into maybe leaving such a possible gentleman for a more refined, a more prestigious gent with a lot finer accommodation?
I mean, I don't know. Have you seen his tower?
Tower, schmower, we've got a ship, isn't that right, lads? And we've got a galley. Oh, we've got a galley, yes.
He's got a galley, but he's got an underforge. Workshop.
Landlubbers all stayed in one place, mind. But nonetheless, Captain, what do you want? The tithe be a single soul to be let past my seas. Of course, if you do not sacrifice that soul, we can just take what we want in kind. But we be gentlemen, request a soul, a singular one, to join our crew. I would personally request that one. And she points directly at Milton. That one right there would be a perfect match. I need a new tailor for my sails.
Even though Allie consciously knows that it's not necessary. Like, she sort of like takes one step, which I imagine Nori's doing like a full step, but like Allie takes like a little step in front of Milton.
Maybe the deadened. She's already part of the crew in one way or the other. But I will be a gentleman and give you a moment to decide. And he floats back to the other ship. He pulls out an hourglass. Till the sands run down, you got your limit. Best be using your time. And they wait.
Well, who's gonna become a pirate?
Her cruise does not want to do it. So the NPCs say no.
I mean, we could try to riddle our way out, but I don't know if that would actually work.
What do you mean?
Give him a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have one, but I'm sure you guys have a spare. Like, someone has to have a spare shoe.
I'm sure I have extra shoes in my bag somewhere.
No, I
just
don't have
know
an
the-
extra shoe.
I'm not sure how he would take that. Honestly, the people of and around Slovenia aren't known for humor.
Well,
I mean, if you want to try it, I've learned to trust the judgment of, of all of you.
that's. I don't know if that's a good idea. It's been a while since I've been talking to dead people for the last year. They're all dead. Oh,
I mean,
Did
I'm
he
talking-
say when we had to join his ship?
I don't think so.
I presume the assumption is before we're allowed to leave.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have a couple of thoughts.
Okay.
But you seem to have a thought, and you have literally the smartest thing in all of existence in your brain. So,
Can I test something? Can I lean over the side of the ship and call out Horatio's name?
Oh my god, what if Quinn ends up getting a familiar? And what if it's Horatio?
It will,
Oh,
it
I
will
don't
be
think we're gonna have
refu-
to
It would
deal with
never
that
be
in a minute.
summoned.
As you call out Horatio's name, again, the little fist will pop up. And again, like a little submersible pops, and the little lid pops open. Horatio leaps out and goes, "Ha! Yo! I'm here. Why am I here?"
He puts his hand out. Get up here.
Huh? You got rid of me. I know when you get rid of Horatio.
And as he's holding Horatio, he chucks him over to the pirate captain. There's your crewmate.
The crew are just looking at what's happening. The captain rips off Horatio. How you doing, mouse? I take it this is your offering.
Yep. He is a very enthusiastic worker. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful time for you all.
The captain looks. A familiar. I wonder if its owner will be so happy. Very well. We'll take this. And the owner as well. Horatio's like, oh, you're going to be getting big trouble. My boss is going to get you. He's going to get you. Going to get you. Going to get you. You don't have to hit me. Shoves him into a bag. Very well. Safe travels then. And be careful. The sea is vicious. The ghost ship starts pulling away. And as it does, the captain takes off his hat. I'll see you in the future. In the future. And vanishes.
Entropy will be fine, right? I mean, they have a dragon, right? Dragon friend.
I think considering entropy, I think it'll be fine. I think I'm not sure. If they only took Horatio, I think entropy would be glad for it. But I don't think entropy likes boats, is the feeling that I got. So
maybe it's just one of those things where like entropy will be like earning money and it'll be like passive income for entropy, like it just gets sent over.
Yes, I'm not sure how his patron relationship.
Oh, that's over with.
Oh, that's fully over with? Then how does he still have
so.
Horatio? Isn't that usually part of the deal? I'm not an entire... Like, we have warlocks and things, obviously, but, I don't really pay that much attention to that too much.
I don't know that part either. We should probably send a message.
That might not be the worst idea. I could just do a sending and give him a heads up if you want.
Yeah, just be like, hey, your familiar was drafted by pirates.
That would be a great idea. You look over, and there's Horatio sitting on the mainsail.
How did you make it? Why are you? Yeah. Why?
There's things I'm able to do that even entropy doesn't know. Isn't that just Daisy? Gone.
So...
Well, glad that's dealt with.
Respectfully, what the fuck was that?
Oh, Horatio.
That is Horatio's. Usually he's a fox scarf.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets smacked on the ground and turns into that.
Yep.
Right, okay.
Although standing up straight and the deeper voice thing, that's new.
That's very new. Yeah, we. Yeah.
So we're just gonna pretend none of that happened. Don't worry about messaging Entropy. They're good, right?
I would still send like a little note or something saying, "Hey, yeah, Horatio got um, oh, what's it called?
You guys up to some shit, you know? Just...
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cast Sending and just like ping over to Entropy.
So,
Hey.
meanwhile, back in Tread, Entropy is sitting in the chamber of the dragon, enjoying a rather fine conversation over tea, as well as various imbibements, for lack of a better term. Then all of a sudden, a messaging spell just happens to kick in at that particular time. And what does the messaging spell say?
So with Sending, I say, hey, uh, nearing Slavania, Entropy, or not Entropy, Horatio tagged along. We thought he would do well on a ghost ship. Now they want you. And Horatio didn't go with them. Also, he can stand up.
P.S. Just kidding. This entire thing's just a massive joke. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Hugs and kisses. XOXO.
Gossip Girl. Sorry.
Also added in Allie's voice.
Um,
What would Entropy do upon hearing that message?
oh, and it says you can answer too.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, oh shit! I put him in Quinn's bag. I put him in Quinn's bag.
You put who in Quinn's bag? Rumbles Orthonax.
Oh, Daxie, don't worry. Yeah, the people that saved you with me. Yeah. I put Horatio in Quinn St. Cloud's bag because I thought it would be funny. I do
You
wish
put
I
a
had seen his
closet
face.
in the warlock's bag. That's a good joke.
See, you gotta. Every once in a while, you just gotta get down to like the base level pranks. You know what I mean?
This is true.
Right.
I think I should stuff a demon into a wizard's bag too. Who to choose?
Great idea.
Back on the ship.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Entropy's fine. I don't think he cares if Horatio comes back.
Okay.
Well, surprisingly, after that horrific encounter, the seas remain calm for the remainder of your journey. Dark, the sky is brooding as if waiting for another massive storm. But you do travel into the waters of Slovenia. And I'm just going to move you guys to that main map. Welcome, everyone, to the sealed kingdom, Slovenia. As as your ship, which is currently much larger than it should be. Come on. Yep, there we go. Is here at the bottom of the map.
Oh.
As it travels, it passes by the Great Mouth. Even from here, you could see this miles-long whirlpool pulling in the ocean. The captain makes sure the ship is far enough away. But beyond that, the coastline is riddled with destroyed ships. A dark and stormy coast laden with the bones of 100,000 ships, blowing in the wind and in the sea and the surf. This is your last night on the ship before entering into Rislin's waters. We'll be going around with a group of you to see who is going to be having conversations with whom. But I get to decide on who's first. There's one person in your group that wants to speak with someone else, to have a conversation of sorts, and we're going to start with that person. Astrid. This is your last night on the boat. Where are you?
Wait, did I want to talk to someone?
Yes.
Who did I want to talk to?
It is so hard, and it hurts so deeply that you do not even want to remember the person you want to
okay.
speak
Well,
to.
that one. Okay, I was thinking like other. Astrid.
Oh, I am not the real person. I go meow.
Astrid is sitting like up on the deck with her like feet over the edge, kind of just like thumping her heels on the side of the hull.
Roll me perception super quick.
Nope. There we go. That's
the Astrid we know. Yeah.
Good feedback. She's never been perceptive.
Even with a +3 now.
She is so smart, but so dumb.
So, Astrid's just kicking her heels, enjoying fresh air. And in the tower, there was air, but it always felt still, frozen. Here, the spray of the sea, the wind, feels like life. Tainted, corrupted, and beyond all measure, but life. And as she sits there, a familiar presence bumps its head against her side.
Hey, you.
Meow.
I missed you.
I missed you as well, mother. Meow. Just like that one.
I met someone you know.
I don't know anyone. There is no one. I am Cat. I am Terror Cat of the Frozen North. I go meow. The spooky.
You are spooky. But she looks down at him and she's like, but I happen to know a thing or two about not being what you portray to the world. So, Yule Cat. Humor me.
Please do not use that name.
I won't.
You never know who could be listening. It could be fish. Never trust fish. That's why we eat them. But anyone could hear that. How did you... Wait. Who told you about that name that I have absolutely no idea what it is? It is no name. It is not real. What is even that? Meow. Purr.
She's gonna like pull her like legs up and like kind of like hug her knees. Hamish.
You
Black.
can see, like, literally, even though
fluffy
it's a
cat.
dead cat, all the hair stands up.
Mm-hmm. What I don't understand though, you don't have to go into the specifics if you don't want to. It's been a long time, but he said that if you had just died that day, you would have been free to go back to do whatever you were doing before. So why haven't you just told me to lift the, you know, lift the thing, like lift whatever it is keeping you alive, so you could do that? Do you like kippers that much?
Like, yes, but
I mean, you don't have to say. I mean, you don't have to explain it. It's fine. But I
it,
understand
it
secrets.
is
But...
long story. Yes, it is a story that is long, but I made a promise once, a promise that I intended to keep. So keep I shall. So I am here. A meow.
Okay. Do you need help keeping that promise?
Yes. You cannot die again.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I
know.
definitely didn't think it would be a fucking strudel to do it. That is the insult right there.
What did we learn?
Oh, sorry.
What did we learn? Never trust pastry.
Never. You know what? That cured me. You would be so proud of me. The entire time I was at the tower, I barely ate any sweets. That basically cured me of my sweet tooth.
Good. That is good.
Yeah.
But yes, I made promise long time ago, and I intend to keep promise.
Okay.
I did not know promise would be like this, but it is what it is. What it is.
I assume you're not just gonna come out and explain things because you're a cat.
Ah, you know me so well.
I know, I miss it.
Meow.
She's like, they're just like scruffling his head. She's
No.
like, well, she's like, I'll make you a deal. I'll help you keep your promise.
Yes.
I don't know how you could help me, but I made a promise too that I intend to keep.
I will do what I can, as best as I can, when I can. But I can also tell you one thing.
What?
One thing only.
What's that?
When the time is right, when need is most dire, let me die.
Okay, you know that's not that, but that's
There will be a time, but it will be necessary. You must let me go. For only when I go will I be able to save you. Yes.
But what about you?
I cannot say more. This is part of the promise. I cannot say more.
Is that what you
Yeah.
want?
What?
Is that what you want?
My promise to be kept, yes. And I have grown fond of you. Yes. Which is strange because you are mortal thing.
Yeah.
But yes. It will be good. It will be for a good reason, but I cannot say for now.
Okay.
One day though. One day.
She's gonna pull a thing of like a tin of kippers out of her hat and start like opening the tin and just like
I'll do the batting thing to try to knock it out of your hand.
she's gonna like bop him on the head. Stuff it.
No.
Patience. I
No.
missed you too, but
Pop. Oh, my eye dropped out again.
just, what is it about insufferable cats? This is Nox. This is the real life insufferable cat. She's a pretty goody, but she's such a pain in my assholes. Okay.
Moving on from you.
Ow.
Quinn,
Mm-hmm.
this is your last night on the ship. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just kind of sitting on the deck somewhere, kind of a little bit out of the way, but where you can just kind of take in the journey.
Roll me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay. As you're sitting there, you hear that familiar voice. We are getting so close now, Quinn. Fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
I must warn you, though, Quinn. In that land that you are going into, Slovenia, it is going to be more difficult for me to communicate with you.
Why is that?
Because even though there, the veil between the prime material and the astral plane is thinner, there is a great deal of interference. There are several things within that land which could disrupt our connection, disrupt my ability to speak with you, Quinn, and I am not happy about that. And I don't experience joy, but at the same time, I am not happy about that.
Is there anything that I can do to lessen that interference, or is it just something we're gonna have to deal with while I'm here?
There are certain areas that I would not be able to have the signal boost because they are areas or spheres of influence that are beyond even my capabilities just by association. But outside of those areas, I can still communicate with you if you concentrate at the beginning of the day, attune, as it were, through your book, the Saldari book, will help me stay in a strong connection with you outside of those areas. I can tell you at least where some of those areas are.
Okay.
Would you like me to tell you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, from what I can feel, the vampire capital, I believe it is called Stygia, I will have a very difficult time staying in contact with you. The lake of lost dreams, the Vothraki call it shattered dreams, I will be almost completely unable to communicate with you there. And the boneyard will be particularly difficult, but we can overcome it. The blood marshes, there's a roving null zone that I cannot penetrate. It moves, sometimes here, sometimes there, but there I cannot penetrate the void of that area. But if you tune yourself to your book at the beginning of every day, while you're in Sylvania, I can remain in contact with you. Except in those areas.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. How long does it take? Is it just like
It's an hour every
or-
morning.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's really gonna cut into your sleeping time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You won't get your full 0 hours. Excuse me. Are you nervous, Quinn, about going in there?
Um, a little bit, but more intrigued than anything. I don't know, perhaps it's a bit cocky to say, but I feel pretty secure in all of our abilities to keep each other safe for the most part.
I hope that nothing bad happens to you, Quinn. I've grown quite fond of you. And in the end, all we have is each other. I don't want to lose you, Quinn.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I do have one final question for you, though.
What's that?
Have you been reading Sutter Kane? The voice stops.
Hmm.
Guess who's back?
Back
Again.
again.
That's cool. Just full of bunch of, what do you call them? Bunch of hitchhikers, huh? First this guy, ratio guy, now fucking old deep throat over here.
Yeah. Final person before entering into Sylvania is our dear sweet Milton. Milton, what are you doing before on your last night on the ship?
She's going to gather everyone together to help disguise Allie because braids are not her strong suit. So she's bringing Nori in to help with braids.
I was about to say, Nori probably knows how to do a good braid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she also has something to tell the group. So that's also another reason why she brought the whole group together. All right. Milton goes into her pocket and pulls out the little black rose symbol paper and says, "This mark means I'm going to be hunted, and it's going to be so much fun. So much fun."
I assume you're being facetious.
Or are you being pretty stoked about this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I'm being hunted. I used to do the hunting and I used to do the marking, but I've never been
Well,
marked for
but you
death.
know what?
So
They've never
yeah.
hunted you before, so then we hunt the people hunting you.
Ooh, I like that.
The hunted
Good
becomes the
idea.
hunter. Because
Do
you're
you
already
Ooh,
good
know?
at it.
yeah, that'll work.
Do you know
Yeah.
like how many they should be sending?
Well, sin. Well, no. I mean, if I being egotistical, I would say they're going to send their best, and that's probably just one. But I don't know. And honestly, I really don't want to see her again.
Hmm.
Um, if they're going to send her, she doesn't really do the hunting, so and she already has a job, so hopefully it's not going to be her. So it's just,
Hmm.
I don't know.
If it makes you feel better, I can death ward you every morning.
Okay,
Or
that
before you go to bed so you can sleep easy.
before I go to bed, probably, because sleeping hasn't been very easy lately. I would suggest not coming in unannounced near my sleeping area, I should say.
Oh, no,
Um,
just as
but
whenever you're ready to sleep, I can
well,
put the death
yeah,
ward
I
on
mean,
you
even
and
even with the death word, I'm still going to set something up to at least alert someone or me that hey, someone's there, or I'm going to try anyway. I mean, if they're really good, it's not going to matter. But for ease, I'm going to set something up. So,
Um, I will say I think I actually know the alarm spell. If you want,
ooh,
I can, and it's a ritual spell, so I can set that up whenever.
oh, that would be nice. I think we're good tonight. So,
yeah.
I think, yeah. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up. So instead of me hunting you guys, I'm being hunted because I didn't want to hunt you guys. Although I am doing part of the job, but yeah, it's fine.
Yay! Is that bounty on me still open?
I hope not. 'Cause one, I did kill a Quinn, technically. And two, your sister was going to send a message saying, hey, oops, my bad,
That's right.
and
That
try
was
to
a
call
big
that off.
oopsie.
Yeah, so
JK.
hmm
I don't need the deposit back, but we have to cancel.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. Yeah. Cancel my ride. Driver took too long.
But at any rate, folks, you all have this last night of camaraderie because just out there, as the mists rise along the shore, the distant docks of Rinslin await. Welcome, my friends, to Slovenia. And there, ladies and gentlemen, we will be calling it a night. I hope you all had a wonderful time here with us. We had a wonderful time with you from various thrones with various bones. And I am now going to throw this bone over to my dear friend Malachi. Malachi, would you be so kind as to do the social media plug?
Righty. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. We are back. If I'm not mistaken, we should all be good to play next week.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, yeah. So join us next week for the next installment of Wit and Witchery in Slovenia. And to do that, please follow, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to become a part of the Wit and Witchery family, go ahead and join our Discord. The link should be in the bio about section for our channel. We are also on YouTube. If you want to see how we ended up here, you can see all of the VODs that have been sent over to our YouTube channel, also under Wit and Witchery. And yeah, we're also on TikTok. And yeah, if you liked the channel, let us know. We appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you very much, Malachi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. We hope that you take care, and may all your adventures be daring. Good night.
Bye.